Hey everyone, we're back with another video. Today I want to bring up a really good point as to, why you should actually work harder. And it's a really different point from what I normally talk about. It's the fact that you're not going to remember it. Like, yes, you'll remember some of the nights when you're probably crying, when you're just, really stressed out and you're kind of crashing out and it's just kind of having a mental breakdown. You'll probably remember that. And the times you feel like super, super overwhelmed by work. But the day-to-day work where it's just pretty uncomfortable and it sucks, you're not actually going to remember any of that. And here's where it gets interesting. You're not actually going to remember that work that you did. And then imagine you didn't do that work. Imagine you just relaxed. But I'm not saying like go somewhere with your family. I'm not saying spend crazy a good time or really enjoy anything. I'm just saying like relax. Maybe just play some video games. Maybe just doom scroll a little bit. Maybe just, live a very soft, comfortable life and not really try, right? You're also not going to really remember that. If you go on a big trip, that's fine. You'll remember that, right? If you go do something super memorable, you remember that. But most of the times when we don't work hard and we decide to relax, we do things that we won't even remember because they're just not that special, right? They feel good in the moment, but in the long term, there's nothing special that comes out of it, right? So that begs the question. If you don't remember if you're going to work hard and you don't remember if you're going to relax, then why would you not just work hard? It sucks in the moment, but for you right now, think about all the times you've worked really hard, right? It's probably those big moments when you had a lot of stress, when you had a lot of things going on, you thought you were going to break down, right? You probably don't remember all those random, school assignments that were pretty easy or they were kind of hard, but they weren't crazy hard, right? That you still had to do and just work on, or maybe the stuff at work that wasn't an insanely big project or anything crazy. You probably don't remember that. So it's like, if you're going to do something, if you're going to spend your time right now, and you're either going to do something that's going to build you up or something that's going to hinder you in the future, but you're not going to remember which of those you did in the future, right? You're just not going to have an actual memory of it. Why would you not do the thing that's going to actually build you up, right? It's like, if you are not going to have the memory of working, why would you not just work? Because you need to be able to just deny your present self that gratification, just the nice feeling of, oh, I'm going to take a break, all this stuff. Because you'll realize, oh, in the future, I'm going to look back and I'm going to be so grateful for all those times I worked, right? And I won't even have the memory of all these times of me working, okay? That's something when you do so much, when you just work, at a certain point, you just don't remember a lot of the stuff. It gets done. If somebody brings it up, you'll probably remember, but it's not you don't always think, oh my gosh, I work so much. You don't always have these thoughts. You just keep going on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And then what does that do? That catapults you to a new level where now, eventually after many years, after you do become successful, you can start to enjoy your actual life and your present moment, and your just entire reality shifts, right? You can now provide things for family if you want to, right? Or you can now go places you want to. And it's all because you decided to do something that was kind of self-sacrificing in the moment. But I guarantee you, once you become successful, you're only going to remember those big moments where they really challenge you and it was really, really hard. But all those other moments in between where you did all that work, you're probably not even going to remember that. So my message to you is just make the choice in the moment that's going to build you up for your future. Don't make the choice that's going to lead you to, relaxation, to just chilling out, to just, wasting time. Because I'm totally fine if you're, spending that time with family. I'm totally fine if you're going on some memorable thing and you're relaxing that way. But when you're just doom scrolling and just playing video games and just chilling at home, not really doing anything, you're never going to remember that. And then when you look back, you're going to be like, why did I do that? You don't have any good memories from that. You don't have any, and nothing stands out from that. And so really, please, just for your future self, just put in the work. Really, it sucks. Everybody else is probably not putting in the work, but it's so worth it in the end. And, I'm not there yet either. And that's something that I just keep telling myself every day, right? You just keep pushing, because once you hit that upper part of the exponential curve, you put in work, you don't see results, put in work, you don't see results. All of a sudden, you start seeing crazy results. And then it all happens at the end. And we don't know when the end is, right? But you just keep going and you just keep going and you don't question anything and you just keep growing and growing and growing. And you just are on that cycle, just on repeat again and again and again. And eventually you'll make it.